Hello everyone, Merry Christmas. It's Christmas dinner time, and I'm going to show you how to make a Butterball stuffed turkey in the Instant Pot. It's not going to take long, folks, and it's going to be moist, delicious, and we're even going to make some gravy. Come join me for Christmas dinner. Hello everyone, and Merry Christmas. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. It's Christmas afternoon, my visiting's all done, and I'm starting to think about supper. And what I did was I got myself one of these. They were on sale at the grocery store the other day. This is a Butterball seasoned boneless turkey roast, and it's a stuffed breast, so it also has stuffing in it. Now, I could take this and pop it into the oven, but that's going to dry it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook this in the Instant Pot. No fuss, no muss. All I have to do is take it out of its packaging. Here it is right here. So I'm going to run this under some warm water to get that plastic off of there. Then we're going to pop it into the Instant Pot. This is going to be a quick one, folks. And I'm even going to have a little bit, isn't that cool? It's moving. Maybe it's still alive. Whoa. I'm even going to have some gravy in there because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use for the water, I'm going to season it. Going to make it some chicken bouillon. I'm going to add that to the water. I'm going to put that in the bottom of the pot. So the drippings from the turkey will also add to that. Then I'll thicken it up a little bit, put some thyme and some sage into it and make it into a nice little gravy to put on top. Stay tuned, folks. This is going to be a quick one. Okay, folks, so we're all set to go. So I have my trivet on the bottom, and I have a cup and a half of hot water that I added about a teaspoon and a half, 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon. Now I have my turkey out of the package, which I will lower into there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray that with a little bit of olive oil. Now you didn't notice this because of the magic of photography. I paused it and I washed my hands. You should always wash your hands whenever you're handling raw poultry. Now the reason why I'm spraying this with olive oil is that this is a turkey breast. And it needs a little help because it's typically a dry meat. So I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil on top. Then we're going to put our lid on here. Seal that up. Make sure it's in sealing position. Stay tuned. We'll bring you back and we'll set that cook timer. Okay, folks, here we go. Now, again, this is a lot easier than getting that oven going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook it for 65 minutes or an hour and 5 minutes. I'm going to put it on high pressure, and then I'm going to press the start button. And that's all there is to it. Now, just so you know, the package does say, for Butterball, to cook it from frozen. So this is being cooked. And again, by cooking it in the Instant Pot, it's not going to dry out as much. You're locking in all of the juices into that turkey breast. So this, folks, I have high expectations that this is going to be a nice, delicious Christmas dinner. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to let that come to pressure. It's going to cook for an hour and 5 minutes. Then I'm going to naturally release it for 10 minutes, and then I'll bring you up as we pop the lid. The important thing is we want to make sure that the internal temperature is at least 165 degrees. And remember, whenever you're handling poultry, always make sure you wash your hands. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back to see what this bird looks like. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, the 10 minutes is up. We're going to crack that lid. Watch out for the steam. Whoa, look at that goodness. Let's just pause it there for a minute for the steam to die. Okay, and you can see it did leave out some juices there, folks, so this is going to be good. Now we've got to check the temperature. Remember, it's got to be 165. Oh, we're good, folks. Definitely cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out now, and we're going to put that on a plate, and then I'll put this aside, and I'll show you how we mix up the seasonings for the gravy. So here we have, I've got a couple tablespoons of butter that I've melted. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pinch of thyme in there, probably about a 1/4 teaspoon. Then I'm going to take some poultry seasoning, And put about a quarter teaspoon of that in there as well. You'll love that nice sage that's going to come out of that. Then we're going to take a fork and just mix that in with the butter. And then to this, I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of flour into that. Now I've switched my Instant Pot to saute mode to get that boiling. Now what I'm doing is I'm just making a roux out of this. So that's going to help thicken up the gravy. And if this doesn't do the trick, if I don't like the thickness, if I want it thicker, I'll add cornstarch to it. So let's get that into the gravy that I have boiling up there. So you can see we have that going there pretty good. So let's get this in there, and you want to start whisking that right away. Get your whisk out. Oh yeah, that's thickening up good. Sorry for the steam there, folks. So we're just going to whisk that until it thickens. And I still got a little bit left in the bottom of my cup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a ladle and pour some of this into my cup just to add the rest of it in there. So you can see I've got my ladle. I'm just going to scoop some of that in. Get my fork out. Stir that up. And then we'll pour this back into the pot. Like so. Oh, that smells good. There's nothing better than gravy. And that's all there is to it, folks. I think what I will do is I'm going to take a couple teaspoons of cornstarch with some cold water, and I'm going to add that to it just to finish it off. I want it a little bit thicker than that. Okay, folks, so what I've done was I've taken a tablespoon of cornstarch, added a tablespoon of cold water, and I'm pouring that in. That's going to finish it off. So I'm just going to stir that for probably about a minute or two until it thickens up. Then I'm going to slice up that chicken, and we're going to do a taste test, folks. Stay tuned. It's going to be good. Hello, everyone. Here it is. So look at this. Look at the stuffing. Stuffing, gravy. Oh, man. The smell on this. Now, I've bought these before, and I've made them in the oven. And what happens is, because it's frozen, it tends to be very dry in the outer parts, and then you'll get to the moist part when you get into the middle. But when you cook it in a pressure cooker, it's not cooking for quite as long, and it comes out juicy all the way through. The meat is just delicious. You've got to try it. So let's have a taste. Let's cue a bite up here. Put some gravy on there. Look at that, folks. Look at that bite. Delicious. The gravy with the thyme and the poultry seasoning in it turns out amazing. Get a little piece of turkey with the dressing. Get a good bite there. Get some gravy. This is what we're dealing with, folks. Merry Christmas to me. This is delicious. And I've got a really good dessert coming up for this too. It's a tradition. My mother would always have a mincemeat pie at Christmas. And this year, I bought a mincemeat pie in the grocery store. And I bought a little tub of vanilla ice cream. So I'm going to heat up the mincemeat pie in the microwave, put a scoop of that vanilla ice cream on it, and that's going to be my Christmas dessert. So, I gotta stop. I want to just keep eating that. Anyway, thank you everyone for taking the time to watch it. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. Thanks for spending the time with me, making this Christmas dinner. If you get a frozen turkey, I guarantee you, cooking it in the Instant Pot or under a pressure cooker it's going to turn out juicy and delicious every time. Especially the turkey breast. It's a dry meat. It's delicious, and you've got the drippings for the gravy. You got to try it. Anyway, thanks again, folks, for taking the time to watch it. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. And there's going to be some playlists popping up there. If you're not a subscriber already, please consider subscribing. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a Merry Christmas. Jamie, signing off, because I got to eat me this turkey. And I got to get that mincemeat pie and vanilla ice cream. Oh, Merry Christmas.